Hello and welcome everyone. In today's video, we are going to review this book called The Hands-on Machine Learning with Scikit Learn and Tensorflow, written by Aurélien Géron, published by O'Reilly. This book is often called as the best machine learning book for the beginners. Let's figure out whether that is true or not. If you are new to our channel, then please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. It really helps support this channel. So without further ado, let's begin. Now, when we say machine learning for beginners, is this really a machine learning book for the beginners? Let's see what the author thinks about the prerequisites. This book assumes that you have some Python programming experience and that you are familiar with Python's main scientific libraries, in particular NumPy. Also, if you care about what's under the hood, you should have a reasonable understanding of college level maths. If you don't know Python yet, then it tells you to go and learn it from learnpython.org or docs.python.org. If you have never used Jupyter, chapter 2 will guide you through installation and the basics. If you're not familiar with Python scientific libraries, the provided Jupyter notebook includes a few tutorials. There's also a quick math tutorial for linear algebra. Now, you can also learn these things from Kaggle's micro courses. They are also a very, very good place to start learning any of these things. I will have the links down below at the description. Also, keep looking out for tutorial videos on this channel that will be shortly released if you are approaching something like this. So, all in all, those are the prerequisites to start reading and getting the most out of this book. It also gives you many other resources. Talks about the other good books, Joel Gross, Data Science from Scratch by O'Reilly, Stephen Mansland, Machine Learning, Sebastian Raska, and whatnot. Then talks about the conventions used in this book, the code examples, and so on. So this book is divided into two parts. Chapter 1 through chapter 8 is about the machine learning fundamentals, and then chapter 9 to 16, it covers neural networks and deep learning. Now, as we start, the first chapter is all about an overview. It gives you a primer on the machine learning landscape. But what I really like and what is really interesting is right at the start of chapter 2, you're already into an end-to-end machine learning project. Now, that is where the strength of this book lies, is that it's a hands-on machine learning book, right? So you dive into this book and straight away, you're experiencing a machine learning project, and that is very, very important. We say sometimes you need to run before you walk, right? So get into a machine learning project and understand all these things. It's all right if you don't understand at the beginning. You can always come back and strengthen those areas. But I really like the approach that the author takes here, right? Let's look at the next chapters. So chapter 3, classification. Chapter 4, we move on to training the models. Chapter 5, support vector machines. Now, chapter 6, we go through decision trees, ensemble learning, and random forests. And chapter 7, ensemble learning, random forest. Chapter 8 is dimensionality reduction. Then we move into the part 2, which is neural networks and deep learning. So we are up and running with TensorFlow, introduction to artificial neural networks, training deep neural nets on chapter 11, distributed TensorFlow across devices and servers, convolutional neural networks, reckoning neural networks. We move on to autoencoders, and at the end, chapter 16 is about reinforcement learning. Now, a lot of these introductory books don't cover reinforcement learning to a certain extent, but what I really like about it here is that they have covered it fantastically well in this chapter. After that, we have the appendices. In most of the cases, we skip them, but I find them really, really useful. After each and every chapter, you will find there are exercises. There are problems that you want to solve. You have those exercise solutions on chapter or on the appendix A rather. What I really like here, appendix B, gives you a machine learning project checklist, right? So if you move on to quickly to appendix B, you see machine learning project checklist, where you have all the nitty-gritties framed out here. Frame the problem, look at the big picture, get the data, explore the data, prepare the data, shortlist promising models, fine-tune the systems and whatnot. So right as you jump into chapter 2 and end-to-end machine learning project, you can go to appendix B and learn about all these things. So this is what is the essence of the book, and I really like the approach that the author has taken here. So let's talk about the author Aurélien Géron. He's a machine learning consultant, a former Googler. He led the YouTube video classifications from 2013 to 16, was also a founder and CTO of Polycouncil in 2001, a firm that manages the electric car sharing service, Autolib. Now this really is a book which has enough theory, but what I really like about this is that this is more a practical, more hands-on book, and that is my approach to learning anything, right? I mean, I like to dive in and get hands-on with any kind of technology, and that is what I would also recommend all of you to do. In that aspect, this seems to be the perfect book because it gives you enough theory to have your concepts and your fundamentals ready, but then it jumps right into examples, right into the codes, and it has a live code repository there on GitHub which you can go and access and clarify any problems that you are having. So finally, what is the verdict? Is this really the best machine learning book for the beginners? Frankly, I don't know about best, but what it says on the cover, hands-on machine learning with Scikit Learn and Tensorflow, concepts, tools and techniques to build intelligent systems. This book lives up to every word it says on its cover. The author Aurélien Géron has done an excellent job at providing you with enough hands-on exercises coupled with relevant theory, enough theory that is required to dive deep and get hands-on with those examples. So would I recommend this book? Absolutely. Retailing at a maximum retail price of 1475 rupees in India, I feel it's an excellent value for the money that you get. At this price, I think you really have a fantastic companion if you're a beginner at machine learning and data science. This would be a really nice buy for you. Now, having said that, is this a must buy? Nothing is a must. If you cannot afford this, you can still go online and learn through a lot of good resources. There are a lot of learning websites, a lot of good content out there. We will make more videos on them. In fact, we will have more tutorials and more training videos coming right here on this channel. But if you are looking to buy one book, only one book that will set you on your journey, begin your journey in data science and machine learning, then this would be a fantastic recommendation in my opinion. This is not a paid or a promotional content coming on our channel. This video is not sponsored. I have bought this book retail from Amazon India. However, you can go and check out competitive prices over the internet or your local bookstores and you can get a nice deal. Also, another point is that I am reviewing the first edition of this book, whereas the second edition is currently available. So if you are buying, you may even check that out. I will soon be covering that in the review on another video. I hope you all liked the review of this book. If you like the content that we bring to you and this is in any way helpful towards your data science, machine learning and artificial intelligence journey, then please go ahead, like our videos, subscribe to our channel, and please share this with your friends and colleagues. This really motivates and helps us to bring in more useful and meaningful content to you and supports the channel. Thanks a lot. Keep watching.